Hello, I'm Archibald Chesterfield III, affectionately known as AC3. Welcome to the ArchieLuxury program, your premium YouTube luxury watch content provider. Today I'd like to show you this vintage Breitling Navitimer. And there can be no nicer piece than a Navitimer. This particular model here is a late 1960s Breitling Navitimer. So this is pre-bankruptcy. And this piece here has a steel back and it has a gold-plated case. Whilst today one looks at gold plating with distaste and scorn, in the late 1960s it was semi-passable. It was accepted as an acceptable method of production. Whilst personally I'm not a big fan of anything rolled gold plated or any other undesirable things, it has to be said in the late 60s it wasn't as terminal as it is today. In fact, IWC had gold-plated watches. Who else had gold-plated watches? Well, many people did indeed. Rolex even had gold-plated oysters, fuckers. Yes, they did indeed. This particular piece is in absolutely minty condition, very sparingly worn, and it's a Cosmonaute. That's right. It's in the Navitimer family. A Cosmonaute. Now, the interesting thing with the Cosmonaute is that it actually has a 24-hour hand. So the hour hand goes around once every 24 hours. So it's a little bit hard for the uneducated, the average imbecile to read. Personally, I don't mind it. I think you could get used to it. But it's one of these things. People are sheeple. People are stupid. And anything a bit different is generally not accepted in our society. This is the sad facts of American sitcom comedy. American television, where we need the happy ending at the end after our sponsors break. The reality is this Breitling itself is quite a gorgeous piece. Even though it is a gold-plated piece, it's special in the sense that it's in new old stock condition, sparingly worn, savoured like the true vintage icon that it is. Should you add a gold-plated piece to your collection? Yes or no? That is a very good question. It would certainly be cheaper than the steel version. If only it was the steel version. The dilemmas in one's mind I can see turning over like cogs in a cheap watch. I would have to say that this is a beautiful piece. You need to judge it from the time it came from. Yes, gold plating isn't really acceptable now, but I could sneak this in. And I would excuse any person who did sneak it in, because it is such a lovely piece, original, gorgeous, and one of the true aviation watches of our time. 1960s was the era of much hope, much excitement. Oh, how the decades have disappointed us. How the fuel crisis of the 70s, how Reagan economics never really did anything, how the Star Wars program was full of shit. How I yearned for the return of the Cold War and the Soviets and the Communists. They were a much better enemy than than the current terrorist activities taking place in the world. I'm Archibald Chesterfield III. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, please donate, please tell your friends, your ex-wives, your lovers, your partners. Please share this information. I'm being slaughtered in the polls. Please help now. See you later, vinyl nasty fuckers. See you later.
We specialize in the repair of Rolex and Patek Philippe watches. We've been doing the same thing for more than 25 years. We have Rolex technicians certified by Rolex who actually used to work for the company for many years, like if we're doing the work on the factory. We completely disassemble the watch and we put it to work like brand new condition. When you get a pre-owned watch, it's like if you're getting a brand new unit. The only difference is the money.